Hey everybody, and welcome to the spooktacular episode of the 1224 podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Shay.
And we're here to talk to you about everything animation.
Ooh.
So Shay.
Yes?
You wanna give me an answer to this phrase that I'm about to say. Wrong or correct answers only. Alright, here we go.
So that means any answer.
Yes. Alright. Here's the phrase. M-O-N-S-T-E-R.
Monsters, yes, I don't know the words. Fuck.
It's monsters, yes we are.
Thank you.
Whoa, who is that?
It's a ghost.
Who is that? It's a ghost. Oh my gosh.
No.
We're being haunted?
I'm not a ghost.
Who are you then?
Who are you?
I'm a dog.
Excuse me.
Hello, I'm Mr. Peabody from Mr. Peabody. And I'm about to talk to y'all about Monster High.
Wow.
Whoa. Is there another ghost in our presence?
I wouldn't say that I'm a ghost. I'm more of a creature of the night.
Whoa.
Who are you?
I am part of the undead, the vampire who lived for more than 1,000 years. Or you could just call me AJ.
Whoa.
Oh my
That's
God.
so crazy.
You know,
the supernatural.
moving our recording location this episode. Very weird things have been happening. You know, first spiders, now a vampire and a talking dog.
Mr. Peabody.
Yeah.
Are we still in the warehouse in Arizona?
No, this time we're somewhere.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
We're all in the same place right now.
We're in Mr.
Yeah.
Peabody's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Castlevania? This is such a messed up crossover. Whoa. Well, welcome guests. Thank you for joining us today, AJ and CHAZ, who's been here before.
Whoa, Chaz.
AJ's
I
our
thought that was
first
Mr.
time.
Peabody.
I don't know nobody named Chaz. I'm Mr. Peabody.
Right, okay, Mr. Peabody. I'm sorry. You just sound a lot like my friend, CHAZ. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
I know him. He's cool.
Oh, really? That's so
Yeah.
great. Now we have a mutual thing. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
You guys should listen to Chaz's music. You guys should also peep Chaz's Instagram, Twitter, and maybe TikTok. I don't know.
Wow.
TikTok's kind of lame, but I'm still gonna make it. I mean, not me. Chaz's.
That's a lot of plugs, Mr. Peabody. I wonder why.
Because I'm really good friends with
Got you.
him.
Got you.
Yeah. We'll put everyone's social medias in the description. So
Yeah.
if you want to follow anyone, they're there.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for Chaz. Chaz is not here.
Yeah, Chaz
Yeah.
isn't here. But we'll put him in the description below anyways.
So I have a question, you guys. Monster High. Yeah, that's the question, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to segue this.
Which
Like-
movie should we talk about? Which one?
The thing is with Monster High, talking about all the movies is gonna be like a chore, too. Because there's, I think, 13 movies of the original run of movies. And then there's also the 2 reboot movies. And then there's also the shorts, and then there's the books, and then there's the doll line, and then there's the Japanese shorts, too. So what I'm saying is Monster High is gonna be one of those things where we're probably just gonna have to talk about as a whole.
Let's stick to the 13 run, the first 13. All right.
I also want to talk about the reboots. As the one person who's seen them.
I've seen them. I didn't like them.
I saw the beginning of them. But I was thinking we could backtrack to the beginning of the franchise and then sort of like go into like I guess the concept in movies just in general. You know, just so, you know, if people don't really like know Monster High that well and or just like want a refresher on that.
Yes, so Monster High is it was originally a Jesus Christ. fashion toy line targeted towards girls, made in like the late early 2000s, like early 2010s, and it was made by the company Mattel, which is the same company that does Barbie. So basically, if you couldn't tell from like the title of the dolls, it is about monsters in high school, and basically all the characters within the franchise are based on existing monsters with really fun pun names. So you got Frankenstein, you got Draculaura, Claudine Wolf, Laguna Blue, and Cleo Denial, who are like the first like 5 doll runs. Oh, and also Deuce was part of like the first run. And Deuce is like Medusa's son. His name's Deuce Gorgon. But basically, basically these dolls like really grew in popularity, and so it became like a really big franchise. With like, so, and also it was interesting because like the doll line itself kind of like went through, like it kind of had like the same thing with like, I feel like My Little Pony in a sense, with like people who do like doll like reface up thing. So like if you are part of like the doll repainting community, excuse me, there's like a lot of Monster High dolls being used for these, because the dolls were also really high quality because they had multiple like moving joints and stuff, and like their face molds are really good. And now I'm just talking about like the toys, but like there's a lot going on. Monster High is one of those things where like you wouldn't expect it to be as big as it was, but it was really big. Like yeah, like I had a few dolls, and like every day I wish that like I could find them again and like all their outfits and like just like have them. Um they were really big. They also like inspired some like spin-offs from other companies too. So like Bratz had Bratzilla for a while, which was kind of their take on Monster High, but like Bratzilla was cool, but like it was too like Harry Potterish because it was more so witches than like monsters. Then you also had like Novi Stars, which were like aliens. Then what else? There's like a few different things. Like Monster High was very influential, and also like a big part of Monster High was like embrace your freaky flaws, because like since everyone's different, also because like the franchise talks about racism, so
I just want like everybody to kind of like have a chance in their own, like about like their experience about how they like were introduced to Monster High, if they would like to share, of course. I mean, just for me, how I like got into Monster High, I low-key just like fell in love with like the 2D shorts. I watched them online, but I don't really remember them as much as I did right now. And I also like had like the dolls and stuff like that. But then like I kind of stopped, and like my face slowly moved over to Ever After High, which is like a different like other whatever, Chaz. I know he's shaking his head right now. But yeah. So, but then I met Shay, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love Monster High," and I was like, "Huh." Maybe I should probably get back into Monster High. And then I did. So before this podcast, I watched almost every Monster High movie. Almost everyone. Mostly the original ones. And I feel pretty proud of myself. So, yeah. I'm in love with Monster High right now. Thank you, Shay.
All right. Oh, okay. So one fateful afternoon, I was like around, I don't know how old I was, but I was little. And I was just done watching that one reboot of Voltron that's people do not remember, off Nicktoons. And my sister was like, she wants to watch TV. I said, all right, go ahead. We sat down, we watched TV, Monster High comes on. I don't remember how she put it on. I don't remember where it came from. I don't remember, but I sat down and I watched the entire movie. And that movie was the roller skate derby one. That was the first one I saw. And then there's like Monster High marathons that we used to I'd have to sit down with my sister because it was just me and her at the time, and my other siblings were little. So Monster High, even though I don't like to give it credit as Mr. Peabody, it was a big part of my childhood, even though it was mostly my sister who watched it. That's why I know every movie.
Yeah.
And all the characters.
He knows more than I do, which was so surprising.
And my sister collected, like, some of the dolls. She had Frankenstein. And she had that Steam girl.
Rebecca Steam.
Rebecca Steam.
Yeah.
Rebecca Steam. She had that. She had those two.
Nice. Okay, so AJ, would you like to share your experiences and how you got into Monster High?
Yeah, I think between 10 or 12 years old. I don't know what age I was, but I remember it was like summertime and I had to do like that Scholastic book stuff online and play the games and everything. So while I was like surfing the computer, I stumbled onto Monster High and I'm like, what's this? Because I was a big fan of like those type of fantasy stuff. And then the next thing I know, I'm just playing the games on the computer, like the quizzes and watching the shorts. And I'm just like, this seems kind of fun. So that's how I got introduced into it. And I think like afterwards, I just tried to keep up on what was going on. I remember when the book fair was around, I bought like the first book. And I guess since there, I was just interested in it. Oh, and then I had the game for the DS game.
Ooh.
So I was kind of like in there for a minute, and then I fell off because I thought nobody was promoting it anymore.
Wow.
Great decline. The great Monster High decline.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I turned 13, next thing I know, I'm listening to, like, Fall Out Boy and watching Marvel.
Me. That's what happened to me, not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, just recently, I was watching the original movies, because Shay got me back into it. And I was like, I really missed out on this. What? What is wrong with me? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really grown out of my Monster High phase, I guess.
No, that's valid.
Yeah, like, I think I had, like, it was just hard to keep up with the movies, like, once I got to, like, middle school, I think. Just because, like, I had stuff to do on the weekends, and, like, I don't know, like, I feel like, especially, like, with Nickelodeon, like, it was harder to catch the movies, because, like, that was, like, when Nickelodeon was kind of going downhill, too, so, like, I didn't really watch it, like, yeah, but, like, I don't know, I don't think I ever really grew out of, like, a Monster High,
It's cool.
like, phase, I guess. It's always been, like, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I talk a lot in this. I really like Monster High.
No, you're all
It's
good.
cool.
Good. You're good. You're fine.
I stopped watching Monster High when my sister stopped watching Monster High. Then I totally forgot about it. And then I thought I would never have to think about Monster High again until Caitlin said, "You want to do a podcast about Monster High?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And she said, "No, we gotta rewatch those movies." I said, "I know. I already know everything, so I
Yeah, it was my first time watching the movies. I just found really interesting how we all kind of like experience Monster High in different types of mediums because of how like huge the franchise was in terms of like toy sales and books and games and movies and just all those types of mediums.
Oh my gosh, Caitlin.
What's
I
up?
just remembered something. Okay, so when I went to I don't know if it was the Scholastic Book Fair or if it was just the library in my school, but they had a Monster High comic that was really similar to that one movie when they had to go into the genie's bottle.
Oh, 13 Wishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dirty Wishes?
I'm pretty sure I remember, it was either a Monster High comic or something very similar. Like
They had comics.
I just want to say,
No.
I'm pretty sure it was a ripoff though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure it was a ripoff.
Dang. But I want a Monster High comic. That'd be so cool. Yeah. I think what also really drew me into Monster High was the fact that, like, I don't know, I just had this, like, huge fascination for, like, supernatural, like, monsters and stuff like that. And, you know, growing up as like a young woman, you know, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Look, there's a woman-centric like cast in this franchise. This is really cute. And also just like so like vampires and werewolves, I was like 100% like, oh yeah, this is my shit.
We should talk about our favorite characters, because I know everybody had at least one favorite character.
Thank you, AJ. Anyone want to go first?
Me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think when I got into Monster High, I was just fascinated by like all the different characters that they had. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, this is kind of lit. So at first, I was a big Draculaura and Claudine type of fan, because I love vampires and werewolves, so I thought that was cool.
Same.
And then as like the fandom expanded a bit more, they added more characters. I started to see Spectra of Vantergeese, and I'm like, who is this? Because she looks so cool. It was like, first of all, her purple hair just naturally just draw me to her, because I love her hair. It was just that pretty. So I was just like, I love you, Draculaura Claudine, but Spectra, you know, she's right here. Because I remember when the Ghoul Spirit game came out and you could customize the characters, I wanted my character to look just like her, because she just looks so cool, and I loved it. So I guess it was like I started with the originals, and then Spectra came in, and I'm like, that was my favorite girl from there on.
Should I go?
Yeah, sure.
Should I go? I don't have a favorite character. I have a least favorite character.
Ooh, I love to hear this.
I hate
Who
him.
is it?
I hate him
Wait, who is
so
it?
much.
Ooh, it's a him.
Voodoo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I hate him with a passion. I sat down. He said, I can't control my voodoo powers. Get the hell out of here. Shut up with your voodoo powers. I never wanted to see that man again in a movie.
Mine was Cleo at first, because like she just came off as annoying as hell, and I'm just sitting here like, girl, what are you doing? She just seems so passive aggressive with everybody. But as much as I hate her personality, I loved her looks, because hello, Egyptian queen represent, like, hello, I loved her look. I hated her personality, but I loved her look. And then my least favorite character was Torley, because like she was 10 times worse. And I'm just like, every time I played the game, she was always messing up something. I'm just like, if you don't get out of here, like, what is your problem? I'm trying to get good grades and complete these missions. What is your problem? She was just so evil for no reason. I'm like, if you don't sit your ass
For
down.
real.
Yeah. I think that Cleo, like, because I only really watch, like, the movies and animated specials. Cleo's much more worse in, like, the 2D stuff than she is in the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think also in the 2D version, it's, like, I feel like I keep peeking. Like, aren't, like, all the girls, like, not really, like, friends in, like, the 2D stuff or something like that?
To my knowledge, so for me, I used to not like Cleo because I thought she was like the cliche, like popular girl, passive aggressive, like, no. And like, I think she used to be more like that in the 2D ones. But then when I started watching the 3D movies, I was like, oh my gosh, Cleo is my fave. Oh my god, because she was the opposite of what a stereotypical popular girl was like, and I was like, oh my god, my mind is being blown right now. She's goated, because like she knows how to own her shit while also respecting other people's shit if they deserve it, and that's on period. And so like she's friends with like literally the whole like central like group. But Toralei, I agree with you, AJ. Toralei is an op. That's it. Cleo's my favorite. Also, I have like 3 faves. So number 1 is Draculaura, because like pink is my bias, as Shayla knows. Hee. And you know, I have her doll and stuff, and she was like my all-time fave when I was young. So she holds a special place in my heart. I can't speak. And then Cleo's on there for number 2, and then Spectra is my 3rd one. But yeah, Toralei is an op, and I don't like her.
Toralei calls everyone slurs, and I don't like that.
And it's like her and Claudine is kind of like in the same species group, like similar. And I'm just like, really? This is what you're doing?
She she doesn't care.
It be
Okay,
your own
like
people.
yeah, no. Wait, my favorite character, right? Here's the thing with Monster High. I have favorites for design and then character like separate. But I think my favorite of all time
That's
is like
fair.
Claudine, because like I
Yes.
enjoy her Brooklyn accent and like she's just fun. She sticks up for everyone. I really like that.
She's a baddie.
Yeah, like her, like I mean, okay, the whole like ghoul group, right? They all would fight someone, right? Like I know that, but like I feel like I don't know. Claudine really like calls people out on their shit too, and I just really like that.
Facts.
Guess my second favorite character is Abby, because she's the same way, and
I
like
love Abby.
Abby's just straight to the point, and I like that. I like characters that are very straight to the point, and like
All right.
yeah.
So I'm really bad with names. Who's
Mhm.
Abby?
Abby, she's like
yeah.
the abominable snowman one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like Russian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess design wise, my favorite's Cupid because she looks really cute.
Aww.
Yeah. Cupid is adorable.
Yeah, it's because she's pink, isn't it?
Okay, whatever. That too. Whatever. It's fine.
I have a favorite character.
Go ahead, Chaz.
I have a favorite.
I mean, Mr. Peabody.
Never call me that again. I have a favorite character. It's Claude.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, Claude's really fun.
It's because, in my opinion, that man is the perfect himbo. If you really think about it, he's
Wait,
the perfect himbo.
I want to slide onto the table, Heath. Heath is the perfect himbo.
He isn't as
Big body.
Big body is Claude though.
Yeah,
But
that's
like
true.
he still had that himbo energy.
Yeah.
Heath has
Does-
himbo energy. What about the mixed fire dude? What was his name again?
Wait,
Isn't that Heath?
oh, Holt?
No, that's not Heath.
You mean
That's
ugly? That's Holt.
Hi.
Yeah,
He's
the
so
one who turns
ugly.
into a fighter dude. He's always in the background. I always confuse him for Heath. I'm like, man, if you don't get out of here.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it-
that's valid.
Is it because he's half normie?
You're telling this to someone who is biracial. All right, it has nothing to do with him being half normie. I don't give a damn. He's just annoying. Same with Voodoo.
Okay, I know I said this like literally a second ago, but Holt's like the ugliest character design in all of Monster High. I hate him. I hate looking
You're
at
right.
him. He just yells at me with his stupid striped pants with flame. Why are they striped pants with flames? Like, I need to know who designed him specifically because I have words.
Damn.
Like I have to have like a lot of words for them because I don't know how can like one character design. Why is
Maybe
it
two.
so- No, I don't hate Jackson's design. Jackson's design is okay. It's like okay. Like I get it. Whatever.
Oh, he looks like a middle schooler in his emo phase. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I get it. Cause like that's what he sounds like too. And then like Holt's
True.
over here, and I'm like, there's just too much going on. I think,
Chaos.
which I get that's the point, but it's just ugly. It's ugly. You like, why don't you know how to print mix when Claudine's right there print mixing like a pro? I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Claudine is a fashion like icon. So like yeah, that's all I have to say.
She better be if that's like her thing. If she wasn't, I would be very surprised. In the reboots, they did her dirty. Like, I mean, I would say if you're gonna watch the reboots, mainly watch the first one. Because, like, the first one's really cute. The second one's okay. The animation's really nice, and, like, the models are really nice. But, like, you're not gonna get, like, that insane, like, overload like the earlier Monster High movies had, where it's just, like, a bunch of stuff going on. That, like, that's, like, knocked it to 11, I guess. That's the best way to say it. I mean, thing about the reboots is that I like a lot of like aspects of them because like they focus more on like the human versus monster thing, like as like a big plot point. Then there's also like a radicalist in the new movies, but like it's kind of missing like that weird like fun charm of the original, I feel like.
I've only seen the beginning of the first movie of the reboot with CHAZ, and then and then we stopped for like 10 minutes because we were like, it's okay. But I kept on watching it, and I thought, oh, this is pretty enjoyable, yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna continue and see like how I feel about the reboot since everybody's like 50-50 on it, because I heard like it was like people were like, oh yikes, this is no good, and then other people were like, oh, it's not that bad in terms of like art and stuff like that. But just watching the original movies has like made me realize what type of like charms and themes that Monster High like holds, which I kind of wanted to segue into about the types of messages and allegories that Monster High is trying to convey in their movies specifically. If anyone wants to put input on that.
I mean, how specific with the themes do you want to go into? I guess. I don't
As
know.
deep as you would like to.
Oh god. So
Because I have a lot to
yeah,
say.
me too. That's why I'm like, I don't.
We could start with like, I guess the racism allegory
Oh
in,
yeah,
in Monster High.
that's like the biggest one. It's like racism, class, I guess gender sometimes, like depending on the movie. Okay. Like when you watch the movies, like first you're like walking in, you're like, okay, it's just like a stupid like little movie here to promote toys, right? That's like enjoyable. But then like there'll just be random lines where it'll just say stuff like regarding like wars and like race stuff. So like I know in Friday Night Frights, the roller derby one, they like there's like a line where it's like, and vampires and werewolves used to not be friends, but look at us now, we're friends. And I'm like, wait, I think didn't Haunted have something like that too? Not Haunted, the first one, Ghouls Rule, that one.
Yeah. Because Friday Night Frights is the roller derby one that talks a lot more about gender.
Yeah, but like there's like a line near the end when like Draculaura Claudine's like giving a speech to like emphasize the point that like times are changing. And like they brought up the vampire werewolf war. Also like throughout the films they always talk about like there's always mention the vampire werewolf thing at the very least, because also like Draculaura and Claude are dating, and like I don't, it's been a while since I've seen like some of the earlier Monster High movies, because like this past year I watched a few, so I remember those ones a bit more. But like I think, oh my god, I know like the vampire, I don't know, someone else take over, I can't do this. Goodbye.
No! No, goodbye. Come back.
No.
I'm just surprised because, like, at first when you're a kid, you don't really think about, like, all that different stuff. But then when you get older and you look back at the stuff that you like and you see some of those topics that are applied to, like, the gender, the racism, you're like, oh, okay. And, like, because, like, I was shocked when you guys were talking about it. I'm just like, wait, they did that? I thought it was just more about, like, being true to yourself and just accept how different you are. But then now the gears are turning in my head, so I'm like, oh, okay, I can see it.
I mean, I would also argue that, like, with that also kind of comes, like, I guess with that allegory too, in a way. Like, I don't know, just being proud of who you are no matter, like, how different you are. I guess, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with
Yeah,
this.
that
Yeah.
message of wanting to embrace oneself and also other people's selves is definitely like that kind of like connects to like race and how I don't know where I'm going with this. So I guess where I'm going at is like, for example, in Monster High's Fright On, the 2D one, they talked a lot about racism in terms of with the vampire and werewolf conflict. saying, oh man, these vampires are transferring in, and also the werewolves are too. Ugh, I don't think this is right. And then they, like, both parties started, like, revolting against each other and stuff like that, and it was so crazy. And so, like, overall, they, like, in most, like, Monster High, films, they kind of, like, have that, message of, like, you see this type of division, and then, you kind of see how they try to not necessarily, like, try to solve racism, but, like, more like, this is Monster High is a multicultural school where everybody could be who they are and be accepted just as equally, which I thought was really interesting to watch and unfold, especially seeing the amount of scenes that were in the movies was, like, so, like, jarring to me, because I never really, like, saw that, like, type of, like, aspect of, like, racism until, watching it recently. But yeah, I pretty much applaud them for bringing up those type of allegories.
One thing I kind of wanted to add, now that I think about it, is, like, you don't have to be, like, your parents, or you don't have to be, like, you don't have to be an exact replica of, like, the people that you come from. You can be your own different person, but also embrace your background, because it's like, if you think about it, Draculaura, she's vegan. Like, she's not drinking blood like her father Dracula. She's more of supporting, like, a healthy lifestyle, but also understanding, like, where she's coming from. And then with Frankie, like, with her father, he was seen as, like, an outcast, but she's accepting her flaws and being more of a kind-hearted person, because if you think about it,
yes,
she's being a different person and trying to, like, have a different lifestyle than what her father was like. So now that I think about it, it's like Monster High, you can accept your background, but you can also change who you are as a person and not continue, like, a cycle of what was going on. I'm just learning more about it, because, like, I just thought about that. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Because that always stuck out to me with the characters.
Yeah, like, sorry, and my voice has been froggy, like, every
You're
day.
good.
But,
You're good.
But yeah, like, Monster High, too, I think also the reason why, like, more people, like, when you watch Monster High, it's definitely like, oh, race allegory. A lot of characters are very, like, not, like, a bad way. Like, some of the characters are, like, more, like, racially coded than others, too. Which I think also kind of emphasizes that point at times. Like, at least, like, when I, like, watched it, like, the werewolves were always, like, black, because, like, I was like, oh, they have, like, darker skin. And then, like, I don't know. Also, like, Howleen's hair texture, like, when she first appeared, too, I was like, oh, that's, like, more curly than, like, all the other characters, too. I think that also, like, emphasized the point, I guess. Also, then, like, Freaky Fusion's a movie, which... Freaky Fusion as a movie is such a mess.
I'm still shocked that they have a lot of
flashbacks.
movies. I'm just like...
Yeah, like... when you find out how many movies there are, it's surprising. But, like, it's also, like, one of those things where I feel like there was more movies for some reason. Like, when I looked at the list, I didn't realize I watched, like, most of them until, like, until I checked. I was like, oh god, there's much less than I thought there were, but that's still, like, a lot of movies for, like, no reason. But yeah, no, like, Freaky Fusion, wait, has everyone seen Freaky Fusion? Or, like, know kind of about Freaky Fusion?
Nope.
Like,
I've seen Freaky Fusion.
I seen it with you, Shay.
yeah, you...
Oh my god.
Freaky Fusion's such a weird movie. It's so weird.
It's so crazy. Do you want to describe the premise, anybody, Chaz? Mr. Peabody? Shay?
I'm sorry. Like,
I'm only refusing because you called me.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so
not
Freaky
Mr.
Fusion is the movie where they're like, people can be mixed. That's the whole movie.
That's it.
That's the whole movie, and then, like...
Accepting mixed people.
Yeah. And the way that you accept mixed people is by becoming mixed yourself. That's the
That's so
movie.
wild.
Um,
That movie felt like a fever dream.
yeah, like it's weird.
I
Like
don't even know.
it's weird because they kept emphasizing it too. Because like, okay, because the whole movie, like, a big thing is like, you have to learn about your heritage, and then Frankie's like, okay, what do I do? So she like travels back in time with the help of Rebecca Steam, because Rebecca Steam's dad was was like a mad scientist, right? So she meets great grandpa Dr. Frankenstein, right, when he went to Monster High, and everyone hates him because he's the only human there, right? Um, and then the process when they came back, they actually bring him back, and then also like a bunch of Monster High girls like basically mash up and they fuse into like one person. And in the midst of all this too, like it's like four new monsters come to Monster High and no one wants to talk to them because they're mixed. That's the movie.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
That movie to me was a fever dream because I watched it at nighttime with my sister. And I didn't even know it was real because I watched the entire thing half asleep. And I was like, whoa, she went back in time. And then I went to bed. That's what I remember. That's
it.
That's what I remember. Shit. And then I woke up and I was like, did I really watch that? What happened?
What is going on?
What happened?
Yeah.
It's a weird movie because like there's like a scene when they're at lunch too, and like all like the fusion kids are like at one table, and Frankie's like, "Hey, I think we should make friends with the fusions," and I'm like, "What is?" I'm like, "Yeah, you should," but like, why is everyone like acting like this is a new concept? I'm like, I don't know, Monster High is such a weird like franchise because like there's too many like if you think too much about it, then your brain's gonna hurt. Like, don't think about the ages. Like, just don't think about the ages, especially. Don't do it because it's gonna hurt your brain a lot.
That's just pretty much how I felt while watching the movies. I feel like I was looking into them too much, but at the same time I was like, ooh, this is really fun to look at. I don't know. But Freaky Fusion is definitely an interesting case, nor good or bad.
It's just weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I also wanted to talk about like the relationship between Laguna and Gil.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that. It's an allegory for colorism, alright?
Yeah.
Colorism.
Yeah.
Because what Laguna's like, I want you to meet my parents, Gil. I want you to meet my parents. And Gil's like, I'm freshwater. I can't meet your parents. They're gonna hate me. And I was like, bro, I get it, bro. I get it.
It makes sense.
It makes so much sense. I get it, bro. It was just...
It was crazy.
It was
Because
crazy.
Laguna is saltwater, right?
Yeah, saltwater and freshwater. At first, when I was little, I was like, oh, he probably can't meet the freshwater ones because he'll die. because you can't throw freshwater fish in salt water. That's how they die. That's how I thought about it when I was a kid.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. In a logical sense, yeah.
I never thought of the allegory. I thought, I mean, he's gonna die, so stop trying.
Like, do you guys remember that scene in 13 Wishes where like Laguna's like, I wish like, yeah, because Laguna was like, I wish like Gil's parents liked
Oh
me.
my
And
God!
then the genie's like, okay, fine, you'll become a freshwater. And I'm like, whoa.
That was so weird.
You changed her race.
Right, exactly. I was like, no ethnicity. I watched it with CHAZ and I was like, what the hell is going on? Laguna,
I sat
you
there
good?
unfazed and I just looked at Caitlin and I said, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Laguna said, freshwater power.
Huh?
And then-
Wait a minute.
There was that. There was that one scene when she's chugging fresh water. She's absolutely downing it, and she's like, "Your parents are gonna love me." And I was
That
like,
was so
"God
She's
damn."
determined for this. This is like some. She really cares about this dude to be like, yo, if I gotta die, so be it.
No, the genie changed her race, AJ.
What?
That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
That
Yeah,
was like her wish. It was so weird.
Yeah, like,
know,
because Laguna just
wow.
asked for the parents to like her, and then the genie, like, changed her race because of it. And that's why I don't trust that genie. I don't trust her or her sister. I don't know.
Oh,
Something about them makes me so uncomfortable.
I mean, genies give you what you want if you ask for it, no matter how good or bad it is. So it's like,
But, like, okay, here's why it doesn't make sense. Because in the movie, right, like, everyone else is, like, wishing for stuff, and, like, it's, like, oh, like, logical conclusion. Like, changing other people's things. But, like, for Laguna, she's like, I'm gonna change Laguna's race for her wish, even though Laguna didn't ask to change her race. And I'm like, you literally just make the parents like her. Like, it's not hard.
It was so... I mean, I think the message of that one was, like, be careful what you wish for, because the wishes that were made were, like, supposed to make sense to you, but then they switch it up, and to thinking that the wish is, like, something else, which makes you be like, wait, why did the wish go that way instead of the thing that I expected to be? So, yeah.
I remember hearing that wish, and I was like, oh, we're about to see his parents. We're about to see his parents. No! They literally, she was like, oh, I'm freshwater now.
No. They only need, they were trying to save money. I can tell they said, we're going to recolor Laguna so we don't have to make 2 more models. And I was like, you know what, that's smart, but also I hate you.
This is ugly.
That's insane. That's just insane.
It was so crazy.
Can I be real honest with you guys?
Yeah.
Can I be real honest with you guys? I think that one and Freaky Fusion are my favorite movies.
No,
that's valid.
No. Yep. I thought you were going to say, like, weirdest movies.
No, they're my favorite. Because they're the weirdest ones. They're my favorite because they're the weirdest ones.
Alright.
Y'all gotta sit me down one day just to watch these movies, because I just want to see how everything is pieced together.
Yeah. Like,
you really need to see them. It's crazy.
If you gotta watch them, watch those 2 first.
No, just get those out the way.
I'll do it, like, for CHAZ, I'll watch those 2 first. I got it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. You guys, do you remember, okay, this might be my favorite because of nostalgia, because, whenever a movie comes out in February, I must watch it, because finally, people care about that month. My birthday month. Amazing.
Yeah.
So, like,
February?
Yeah.
I like February.
February's too short. That's all I gotta say.
Shut up.
But that's the good thing about it. It's not. It's a nice
but it's like you got Black
unique
History with it too, so it's like, bruh.
Okay, but look, as someone who's Black and born in February, that's like power for me.
Right,
okay?
but it's still short.
You're power.
Okay, but like February's perfectly 4 weeks, and I think that's why it's so good. Every other month's so ugly.
Nice.
It's like.
Damn.
You can't divide it by 7. You can't divide it by 7, and I don't like that. So yeah.
You saying that reminds me of something Kendrick Lamar said. He said he celebrates every day of February like it's his B-day.
I mean, yeah, that's what you should do. Also, as some, like, look, February, I think, is just a really good month. I mean, look, I may be biased, and also, I know it's kind of weird because my birthday's on the last day, but I think that February is honestly, like, one of my favorite months. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorite. I don't know. Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? I like that movie. That's where I was going with this.
I think Why Ghouls Fall in Love is like the least memorable one for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my god, I like watched it a lot because, okay, Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? Like, I think it's my favorite because of nostalgia, and also Cupid's in that one, and also it's like a big party, and I have like a very like soft spot for like party episodes. So, and also the dresses are really nice. And also I get more lore about like Draculaura's relationship and like her life, because like Fright's camera action sucks. That movie sucks. But yeah.
Yo, that's bold. Wait a minute. Back it up. Back it up right now.
Boring.
No, it's not. It's supposed to. Oh my gosh,
No.
it talks about colored casting and
Okay.
Draculaura trying to be like, yo, this ain't it. But then she realizes that the vampire actor is actually a vampire, and she's like, oh snap, that's crazy.
And it's her
film.
best friend from
Yeah.
the
Okay,
Right.
I'll
from her young
rewatch
days.
it.
Dab
It's
me
been
up,
a while.
Chaz.
Okay,
Dab me up.
it's been a while, but like last time I watched Fright's camera action, I was really bored with it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Anyways, why do ghouls fall in
I
love?
may be a little biased
Huh?
because I'm a film major.
Yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
Go ahead.
Why do ghouls
But
fall in
still,
love?
my point still stands.
I like why do ghouls fall in love because Draculaura's racist ex comes into town and he's like, I'm gonna break her heart.
He's a southern emo, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't expect this. This is like rattling my brains right now.
Yeah, no, it's like funny because when you look at his character design, you don't expect him to have like any accent. It's gonna be an accent. It's gonna be like, I don't know, like a posh one because all the vampires are rich. That's like one of the classism parts of Monster High, too. But he walks in, he's like, "Ha, sweetheart." I'm like, what is happening?
Whoa, that was so crazy.
Aren't vampires supposed to be from Transylvania?
They could be,
Well, yeah. I mean, Draculaura is. I think Valentine like just relocated for a while because like ages are so weird in Monster
Mans
High.
went to the south.
Yeah, that's why he's like that.
Mans moved down. It was like, howdy.
He's
Yeah.
like, don't worry about that. Oh yeah, because didn't Toralei help him too? Because Toralei.
Toralei is an op all the goddamn time.
It's a cat girl. What do you expect?
She's not even a problematic fave. She's just problematic for no reason.
Toralei goes like, yeah, that's literally what she does, and then she like fucks it up.
Exactly. That's what she does. That's it.
I used to have a crush on Toralei when I was
Chaz, what the hell? Dude,
I was
young
on
self.
that
Out
little-
of
problematic.
all the High girls, it was her.
Out of here.
Okay, well,
Out of
It
all
was-
the Monster
it
High
was-
girls.
It was her and Draculaura.
okay, that's making more better.
Yo, y'all, I have a headcanon.
Yes.
And that is everyone except for maybe Holt Hyde and Gil and maybe Voodoo
And Gil.
are people of color.
POC.
Okay, POC. Okay, so you
Wait, I
have
think-
Frankie. Okay. Oh.
Oh no, go.
Okay.
I want to hear
Okay.
this.
All right. Here we go. So, number 1, Frankie is Latina, right? Draculaura is Asian. Claudine Wolf, Black. Cleo, Middle Eastern. Laguna, I don't even know. Please
Cleo's
give
in
me.
Eastern.
Wait,
Egypt is
Cleo's
in
from
Africa.
Egypt.
Wait a minute.
Egypt is in Africa.
Right, but she's not wrong because there are some Middle Eastern people in Africa. Like, because
Right.
Africa, well, Egypt
Exactly.
in general,
I mean,
it had
yeah.
like a mixture of a lot of people. So, as long
Yeah.
as it fits towards the African Middle Eastern spectrum, she's fine. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
Alright, alright.
that's what I was trying to go
As
through.
long as she's
Yeah.
not Greek, we all know what
Yeah,
the Greeks
exactly.
did to
Nuh-uh.
Egypt.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's awkward.
She's not there, right? Laguna, I still need thoughts about Laguna, but tell me about your thoughts.
Oh,
about this
okay.
headcanon.
Laguna's Australian.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
okay,
that.
I know she is, but that's
Okay.
like a nationality.
Wait, Laguna's
Her ethnicity.
indigenous Australian then. If everyone's POC. Also, I'm gonna
True.
argue with you
Okay.
this on
Yes.
this.
I'm down
Gil
with it.
would be a person of color if we're talking about colorism. If their whole thing's about colorism,
Oh, you're
he would be a
right. You're
person of
right. Wait a
color.
minute. You're right. Let me backtrack because Chaz was like, I only see Gil as white, and I was like, huh, yeah, that kind of
I mean,
makes
that
sense.
makes sense. But like, he could be white passing.
True.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
True.
Caitlin said. That's what Caitlin
True.
said.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. See, we figured it out. I know Holt Hyde is white. I know he is.
Colt
but
and
like,
Jackson are definitely white.
yeah.
Voodoo. Caitlin said Voodoo could be white passing too, but I hate him so much that I don't even want him a part of my race. Someone else can take him.
He's like the lightest of the lightest skinned white passing guy. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what.
He probably has a great grandma that's black,
Wait,
so he's like,
what's
I
it-
got
wait, what's
voodoo.
his
Right,
name?
right. He's one of those guys.
Voodoo, so he's literally like a voodoo doll that just like hangs out with everyone.
Voodoo Monster
He just,
High?
like, Yeah.
He's so annoying.
Oh.
He makes me mad too. He makes me mad too because voodoo is an African tradition, and this man over here is. Let me use my voodoo powers.
Monster High makes
Yeah.
me so angry. They'll just like have they'll just say like, "Oh, I have a power," and then they just never mention it again. Sometimes, and it makes me really upset because I'm like, all of this for what?
Yeah, I'm looking at the character list, so it's like it's obvious that like some monsters have different races and ethnicities tied to it. That's easy, but like everyone else can be like, you know, whoever, because they're coming from different places. Like it's easy to figure out who Claudine would be. It's easy to figure out like Cleo, and then they have this monster called where is she?
Is it Gina Fire?
Yes.
I know Gina Fire.
Gina Fire and Kiyomi. Like it's easy to figure out like where they go in, but everyone else is like, oh, you know, it could be anyone and stuff.
I'm laughing about Boo York, but like Kate said not to say anything about. Boo York is one of those movies I love, but it makes me so angry at the same time because like so much stuff is happening in it, and it's so stupid, but the music's really good.
It really is. It really bops.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna be off track for a second, but can we all talk about how all the other dolls were so good, and then Hoodoo showed up with his ugly ass doll?
No. Whoa. First thing, Holt Hyde exists. Holt Hyde is the ugliest doll I've ever seen. Voodoo at least has like an okay design. Holt Hyde, ugliest man I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm sorry.
I think they're tied for me.
Look at this. It's not even like. Oh my gosh.
Plus he's looking at the photos right now.
Plus an accessory is you could put pins in it. I hate that.
That's so.
I think
it makes me mad.
I need Monster High to have a movie where it's like all like the least favorite characters are just in like one room, because I want to see what would happen. I want to see it's like Toralei and Voodoo. I don't know if people hate Hold High, but I hate him, so I'll throw him in there.
Hoodoo would be a sim for Toralei.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he's a sim for like everybody, and it annoys me. It's not like Heath, right? Where Heath is like, hey, baby girl, but I love Heath. He's that himbo, and he's like the dumb character. And Hoodoo wants to be him so bad, but he can't because Heath exists. That's my input. Fuck Hoodoo.
We gotta kill him. Kill him off.
With pins?
No, pins don't work. He's a voodoo doll.
How do we kill him, bro?
You have to...
Do we just take out his stuffing?
Yeah.
No, we just light him on fire.
Yo!
Wait, you get Heath and you carry Heath over to him. And then you light him on fire.
Carry him like a coffin?
Yeah.
We're like, here. We just... This is so chaotic.
I think, wait, I'm trying to think. Oh, wait, you want... Okay. Actually, remember when I said I hated Fright's camera action? I don't like, whatchamacallit, Escape from Skull Shores. That's the movie I don't like. I'm sorry, Fright's camera action. I don't like Escape from Skull Shores. It's...
Alright, listen to me. Let me tell you why Escape from Skull Shores is an underrated classic.
Okay, I'll rewatch it too. Damn.
Let me tell you why. Purple himbo.
Okay, I like himbo, but like the rest of the movie sucks.
Well, he's not a himbo because he's not dumb. He's actually pretty intelligent.
Yeah, he's swole body. I don't think I would say that Skull Shores is my favorite. But I can't believe they introduced. I forgot his name. What was it?
Exactly. They introduced him, never used him again.
That's what they do in every movie, though. Like
no.
Most of the time they bring back that character for a few lines.
With Rebecca, the gargoyle one.
Wait, no. Because here's the thing: they do that with mostly the guy characters, though. That's the thing. Because Rebecca.
Yeah.
And,
okay, that makes sense.
Oh my God, what's her name? What's the gargoyle's name? I know her name's like a pun too. Damn it, Rochelle. Her name's Rochelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they show up again because they're technically part of, like, the main girl group. I can't remember how many times Deuce shows up in movies sometimes. I literally can't. They cut his rap, like, the part... Okay, you guys know the Monster High rap? From the first, generation. And then, Deuce had a line, and then they used, that theme song for some of the movies, and they cut out Deuce's part because, Ghoulia became part of, the main lineup. And so... For they do that like especially like with the male characters. I feel like a lot because Nathan only shows up in the background. I'm like, didn't like Nathan like Frankie like have a plot line? It's always guys that Frankie is like hinted to yeah.
Let's not lie. Frankie pulled the most. Let's not lie.
You're
Yeah,
right.
no, you're right.
She even though she didn't know she had game, she had game. I'm not
I
gonna
want
lie
that
to you.
type of game. That's what's up.
The type of game where
Only
you
to
don't
be
even know
right.
you have the game.
Where it's
Right.
like, why are all these dudes attracted to me? Cause you got game.
You can say that
Okay.
Frankie and all her love interests really do have a spark.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my.
Bye.
But
Shayla. Bye.
that was beautiful. That was so perfect. That was on point.
All right, Shayla.
It's electrifying love.
I'm going back in my time machine.
Okay, Mr.
and I'm
Peabody.
going home.
So
Okay.
you're leaving us?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so you're
Just going back in time when that didn't happen.
Oh, I see.
Sucks for you. I'm a great
Sucks to
comedian.
suck.
Okay.
No, but like
Indeed.
So- If Monster High had like a whole revival, like let's say that they redid an animation series or like had something like anime live action is.
like anime. Oh, there are anime shorts.
There's more?
So okay, so the anime shorts came out when like the original shorts and like the original run of movies were going on. Because right now, Monster High is technically in a reboot. But like the last movie made was in 2017, so I don't know how their reboot's really going. But yeah, there's anime shorts. They're very short. They're like 1 minute, I think, or like 3 minutes, and like they're okay. Nothing really special. I don't
Are they
know.
the 2D ones or did they make new ones?
No, they're like older 2D ones. I can send them. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I know the old 2D ones. I want to rewatch them because I feel nostalgic right now. But, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's,
definitely want
like-
to check them out.
Yeah, there's like anime Monster High shorts to help. They're like more so commercials though. Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
3 minutes. They're okay.
Monster High. If I were to reboot Monster High, all right, put it on like Netflix or something.
Mm.
First of all, I'd either take out Hoodoo or I'd give him a black voice.
Why would you do that?
Number
Facts.
Don't do that to him. Wait.
one. Number one. Number two, I'd make it a little bit more like I'd raise the age.
The
raise it
target
to- yeah.
audience, yeah.
Just a little, you know.
Just a little facts.
Just a little, because we still want the kids to enjoy, you know, and we don't want weird, we don't want it to be like, what was that?
Riverdale.
We don't
want
want
it
it
to
to
be
be
like
ever
that.
I'm going to start killing people. I'm just like, no.
I don't think
It's
they
on
could do
site.
that. The age range in like Monster High is so wide and so vague that I don't think they could even legally do that. Like that's how bad
It really
is.
be.
Because like Draculaura and Claude are already like a weird couple when you think about age.
I love them though. Like
I
I
do
don't.
too.
I try not to think about age. Like they're so cute.
Aren't they both immortal though?
No, okay, so here's the thing. So Draculaura is confirmed to age technically because of the 1600 like birthday thing, and then like it gets so calm because like no one knows if like the werewolves go by like dog years or like human years. Then Frankie's like 16 days old at the start of the series. Then no one knows if the zombies are like dead people or if like they were just born zombies. Then like same thing with the vampires too. Then like Cleo denials like age isn't really like, I mean it's mentioned, but like even then like the bios and then the movies and the books, they all have like different age ranges for the characters. So it gets really complicated is what I'm saying. So don't think about it.
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just like, what in the world? Like, it's just so, it's different. I'd say just make sure that the actors or like the voice actors, they're, you know, they just look the part. it kind of has some age. I don't know. This is just the age part is just so weird.
Don't think about it, AJ. Just don't think
I am
about
trying not to, but this looks so complicated. I get it how just like, you know what, it's just for kids. Who's really gonna think about it? But still.
I will.
Right. I feel like there are just like a lot of lessons in the Monster High movies that I wish they were like more elaborated on if the movies weren't just targeted towards quote unquote like young girls. Like that would make sense since there's just like a lot of themes of feminism and woman empowerment and like having like a woman-centric cast and stuff like that, which I would be like, oh, this is so cool because, you know, I grew up with Monster High, obviously, and that's how I got into it. I guess I just wish like these themes were a little more like mature, but not like Riverdale weird mature, because that's just that's not even
Avatar
mature.
The Last Airbender
Right,
mature,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like on that type of level. But even then, it's still enough to be like understandable and still like make the characters and story like just fun to watch. I really like Haunted, especially because like they talk a lot about like journalism. I think I may be looking into it a little too like deep, but like they talk about like gossip and fake news and like why it's important to like look at the real facts rather than like the you know, hearing what other people are saying. And I'm just like,
imagine
whoa.
if Monster High was on Twitter. Man, somebody would have. Okay, so if like Monster High had like was on Twitter and everything, like all the characters stuff, who do you think would have been canceled first? Like, who do you think would have been
Cleo?
Torlai.
No, Cleo would have been
Torlai.
first, and then it's Torlai. Because Torlai would
Torlai?
Because okay, here's the thing: Torlai would do a campaign to cancel Cleo, then Cleo be canceled first. Because Cleo would say something like just really stupid,
Oh my God.
and then like everyone was like, "Wait, Torlai said all this shit in the past," and then everyone cancels her.
Exposed.
But
right.
then who else? There'd be like a bunch of people. Oh, and then people would try to cancel Spectra, but then no one really feels like doing
What
it.
did Spectra do? What'd she do?
What did
She's
she
nosy.
Okay,
do? She just wants
Let's
to know
be
the
real.
tea.
The first
Everybody
one to be
wants to know
canceled would be Hoodoo because
Jazz,
he
can you
like
stop it
thirst
with who
traps.
did we get it? You hate
Of
him.
course.
No, listen. This is why he would be canceled though. He'd be going under thirst traps. He'd be saying thirsty things on comments, and they'd be like, "All right, you gotta go."
Hoodoo goes
That's
into
my
like Abby's DMs. He's like, "You my icy girl with the snow."
You know what? I cannot deal with y'all.
That's what he would
Oh
do.
my
And then somebody would be
God.
like, this dude is sexist. Like, all he cares about is just, like,
Wait.
girls. And he don't care about their feelings. Like, I can just see it be so chaotic.
Wait, no, him and Heath would do that. Both of them would do
Oh
that
my
thing
God.
specifically. Oh, and then Jackson would also get canceled for pretending to be a monster, but turns out he is a monster. So then people uncancel him, and that's how it would go. The end.
It's just on and off.
Yeah, because like everyone's like, well, he's not a monster. He's impersonating monster. He's monster fishing, and then like people are like, no, he is a monster, and then yeah, that's what happens.
You know who wouldn't be canceled?
Who?
Ghoulia.
Oh, yeah, because you don't say nothing.
Because Ghoulia wouldn't even be on Twitter.
She's smart enough to know not to go on
Right.
Twitter. She's like,
It's
No.
like, you're not going
Nah,
to hear her
good.
say anything.
She has a big brain.
But she'd have a really big Instagram account,
Oh,
and she
yeah.
wouldn't even interact. She'd just post pictures, and everyone would like, comment, share.
Like no caption either.
She's post.
Exactly. Ghoulia just has a big brain.
Yeah.
And I think we should appreciate her for that.
You know who else wouldn't be canceled? Frankie, because I feel like she'd be too wholesome on
Right.
Twitter.
True.
She'd be like, "Hey guys, so I just started a Twitter account. Can you guys help me
Can
out?"
you guys help me out with the fingers emoji and then the pouty face?
I feel like her whole entire account will have those type of emojis everywhere. And I'm just like, are you a baby?
It's either her or Draculaura.
Definitely Draculaura. Oh
What
my
is
god.
Exactly.
I feel like
Frankie
Claudine
would
would
be
be the
clueless on
realest
how to
one.
do
Like,
Twitter.
you can't just fuck with her. Like, you know, you're like, what you trying to cancel me for? I'm the one who's helping you out and stuff.
Wait, no, Claudine has the receipts every time
Yes.
for some reason.
Claudine is the one
Yes.
person you go to for all the receipts. Like, oh, Voodoo did this? Okay. He did all this other stuff yesterday at 12 a.m.
Like,
Here it is.
if I
She know
ever,
the time and place.
yeah, if I ever met Claudine,
Yeah.
Cleo, and Abby in person, I already want to be them, but I would also be scared because I know if I do something wrong, they're all gonna, like, just call me out at once. And it's just gonna be like,
Honestly.
I feel like Claudine would be also arguing with people on the music side of Twitter. She'd be arguing over albums.
True. I could see that. I feel like she would argue with her sister Nephra. I hate Nephra too. She's a total op for no reason against Cleo.
Wait, no.
That makes me so mad.
Nephra's so classic.
No, she'd already
it's so
be blocked.
funny.
Right.
Be blocked
Yeah,
instantly.
true. Okay, you're right. Like if she gets a follow from Nephra, she's like, okay, block. It's over.
Nephra's so classic. Oh man, I wish I could talk about Boo York. Boo York is such. It's a ride. It's a ride. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Empire's really good. Yeah, Empire's like the best one. Just listen to Empire.
That one's good.
Yeah. Oh wait, also listen to the one with Cleo and Deuce because that one's really funny. Because
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Deuce's singing voice is so unexpected. Also, in Empire, the dad's voice is also very unexpected. He sounds like Ja Rule. So it's like Nephra singing, right? And then she's like, do, 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 like whatever. And then like, they go, oh, just, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I watched that movie with
that
my
voice.
father, and even he was confused. He stared at me. He's like, "Why does this man sound like Ja Rule?" And I'm like, "I don't know." The reboots have really cool stuff in them. So, like, I guess if you're gonna watch it, they have parents, a boarding school, really good character designs, and I like the animation. That's it. Okay, that's all I had to say. Yeah.
Why does
All of
Cleo's
the
voice sound
songs-
so good? What the heck? I'm like, I'm listening to the
Wait, are you
songs.
listening to
I'm like,
Empire, or the one with Cleo and
the
Deuce?
one with Cleo and Deuce.
Oh yeah, no, Cleo's voice is really. It's just Deuce's voice is so jarring to me because I don't know. Like from what I remember, it sounded like Justin Bieber or something. That's like the only way for me to describe it.
Oh.
Literal icons.
I never paid attention to Boo York for the music.
I mean,
I only heard Boo York, and I said New York.
I love musicals. If you haven't known already.
yeah, we know you're a theater kid. We know you like the color pink.
I'm a rebellious theater kid. I
I'm a
don't
rebellious-
associate with actual theater kids. I'm out of here.
Well, yeah, because you're
I
not
have my
theater
point.
kids to fill up a theater. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Whatever. But like when it comes to Broadway in New York, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. I still haven't finished it, but I definitely plan to.
There is like a Broadway bit, kinda. Torlai sings is what I'm saying.
Oh no, never mind.
No, like it's like when you watch, it's kind of funny, but it's like a mess. But it hurts my brain.
Does anyone have any final thoughts on Monster High that they would like to share?
I hate Hoodoo. All right,
Fuck
I'm done.
hole.
You know what? If I
I
hear
knew
his name
it.
one more time, I'm gonna throw a shoe at you when I see you. Like, just enough.
That's to happen.
Enough with the voodoo. Enough.
No, like, look, I think that Monster High is a really good franchise. And I think the reboot movies are cute. Like, they're okay. I like how they have a radicalist. She's not my favorite character, but I just think it's funny. I also like Deuce's design in the reboot. I love his design in the reboot. That's it. Also the books by Lucy Harrison.
I guess from what I've been learning from you guys about Monster High and from what I can recall, I guess the good thing that you can just like say about it is that Monster High shows you how to embrace all your flaws and different characteristics of yourself and just stick to being who you are. If you're different, so what? You know, being different is cool. You don't have to be the same person. You don't have to follow the same traditions and stuff from, your background. You can be who you are and accept who you are no matter what. And since we talked about, like, with the gender and the racism and even a little bit of the colorism, is like, no matter what your background is, as long as you're a good person and that you know that everyone deserves to have positivity in their lives and just, some type of goodness, just stick with that and be freaky and be cool. So,
yeah.
that's about it. Because it's like, I'm just listening to all of this, and it's like, if you think about it, it just correlates to what's been happening now with all the stuff that we're dealing with and facing. And it's just, just be you. Accept your background and everything, but you don't have to be the same person as your parents or, your friends and everything. You can still be your own person and just, just accept it and move on and just be a decent person for everybody. And stay in Spectra. That's all I gotta say.
Yes. Like, you definitely just took the words out of my mouth. I, 100% agree with you. Like, Monster High is just such a great example of what it means to just embrace all of our identities and our flaws and what it means to just be your individualized self. And that's what I just love about that. So, yeah. Thank you, AJ and Mr. Peabody, for joining us.
You're
today.
welcome. I really had a good time with this episode because I learned a lot more than I thought. Like, I'm just surprised Monster High still continue. I'm just like, damn, they went this far?
Okay, so, I'm sorry. So, Monster High, right now, no one knows really the future of it at the moment because, like, right now the last movie was in 2017. The dolls aren't, like, from my understanding, aren't doing as well either because, like, they changed the models of the dolls and, like, they're much more hard to find. So I think Monster High is actually on, like, its last leg right now.
I mean, they could literally make some Funko Pops. That'd be, I'm just saying.
Yes,
I think they did.
I would love that.
I wouldn't mind getting a Funko Pop because, like, if I had a Funko Pop for Claudine, I'm stealing it.
I just want the black and white Frankie doll from, like, almost a decade ago. Please restock it to make it, like, I don't know, cheaper and broke. Please.
I'm gonna buy lots of Monster High merch now. Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for listening to this episode, this very special Halloween spooky episode of the 1224 podcast. Let us know your thoughts about Monster High.
Say it's good. I don't care.
Be freaky and be cool.
Yeah, let us know your favorite character in your movie. Thank you all for listening to the 1224 podcast. I'm Kate.
I'm Shay.
And we'll see you all later.
No, wait. I have something to say.
Yes. 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 That caught me off guard.
Draculaura was the first e-girl. Alright, goodbye. Yeah.
Alright, bye everybody. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Be safe, everybody. Please be safe.
100%.
Please.